Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2018 Mallard M335. If you're looking for a nice, luxurious couples coach, this certainly is one you want to pay attention to. As you'll notice, we have a ton of space in here thanks to the dual opposing slides. It really opens up our main living area and allows for a center island. And if you take a look at the ceiling, you can see it's an 80-inch barreled ceiling here, which really helps open it up. You don't feel closed in and claustrophobic. Gives you some additional head height in here too to walk around. You have the nice paneling going all the way down instead of the standard white. Just gives it a little bit nicer look there. You'll also notice you have dual ducted AC. So that way you don't have any hot spots. It helps cool the coach a lot more evenly. And you can turn this to direct the air wherever you desire. If we take a look over here on the door side slide, you see you have your freestanding table and chairs. And in a couples coach, this is generally preferred. It looks a little bit nicer than your standard dinette. It gives you more room to easily slide in and out of the chair here. You also have storage underneath the seats of the chairs, so if you want to throw some placemats or something underneath there, you can. And in case you do have additional guests, you also have this pop out right here. It's spring loaded, it just pulls out like that, pops right up. That way you can spread the chairs out a little more and have some additional elbow room. You'll also see you have storage right underneath here too. So even though you don't have the booth, you still have some decent storage options again, and it has the nicer aesthetic to it. Right up top here, this light, something I do want to point out, folks, this is an LED light. A lot of times your light above the dinette is just a standard incandescent because you have to have some different covers here on the light itself to help diffuse that light. So most manufacturers aren't putting LED lights in, but the fact it is great, especially if you're doing some boondocking, because LED lights use about 1/10 of the power and don't put out near the heat. All the lights on the ceiling here are LED as well. And then same thing with the wall sconces right there. You'll also notice all the windows along the slide. You want to talk about a lot of light during the day. These huge windows will let in a ton of light, and this one right here is perfect because that's a view out to your campsite. And that's what you want to see when you're sitting here having your morning breakfast or drinking your coffee. You want to look out to your campsite, not out at your neighbors. Right next to that is the best seat in the house, in my opinion, and that is the dual theater seating right here. You can see it's nice and comfortable. Both of these kick back and relax, so you can put your feet up, after a long day, and again, just kind of sit here and sink in, be nice and comfortable, and it's a straight shot across to the TV, which I'll show you in just a moment. You also have dual cup holders there, so you can have your beverage, and you have this storage space right in here, which is perfect for your remotes. We take a look over here along the back wall. You'll see you have your Trifold sofa right here. So the great thing about a Trifold, it's the fact that it's a comfortable couch to begin with. So if you have additional guests, they can sit here, allows for good conversation to the theater seating, but also if they decide to stay the night, it creates a very comfortable bed. You don't have a bar on your back like your traditional pullouts or have an air mattress that will deflate on you. On both sides of the sofa, you see you have the really big end tables there, which are great. You can decorate them real nice, or if you want to, put like a laptop or tablet there, you can do so. You have electrical outlets on both sides to charge those devices as well. And if you take a look underneath, on both sides, you have additional storage. So they're not wasting any space there. I like the fact that they put those in. And again, windows all the way around, real big rear picture window here in the back. So if you're able to back up to a really beautiful view, you can certainly enjoy it in the 335. Again, LED reading lights right up top here, and storage all the way across the top, just like we had above the theater seating. You will notice that it is strut supported, so it's easy one-hand operation to get up there. And if you do have any kids or grandkids or anything, it's less likely to slam their fingers in the door or have the doors slam shut and break the glass or anything like that. Making our way back up a little bit here, this is the entertainment center here in the other slide. So as you will notice, big space here to be able to mount the TV. There is this LED light, which is kind of meant to backlight, helps give it again kind of a nice little look once you have the TV installed there. You'll see these coming out. This is actually connected to the multimedia center, which is right up here. So if you want to watch a movie, you can pop a DVD right in there, plug that into the back of the TV, and you're all set. This unit's also a radio CD player, controls the speakers in here as well as the speakers outside, and it is Bluetooth capable. You have additional storage right here in the center. Again, it is strut supported, and then some cubby holes over here to the side. If we take a look down below, you have storage on either side there, and then right in the center is a fireplace. Now, you know, I've had a lot of people that are like, well, Ian, it seems like a fireplace is kind of overkill. You know, who needs a fireplace in their RV? And people that say that are generally people that never had one, and I understand where you're coming from. And yes, you know, it does look nice if you turn it on, kind of has that, you know, that regal look to it. But more importantly, folks, that is a space heater. So if you are, you know, camping somewhere and you have shore power, instead of turning on your propane when it starts to get just a little chilly at night, turn that on. It'll do a good job of helping to warm this space up. We make our way up further yet. We get into the kitchen here. You see the microwave right there. Little cubby hole off to the side, maybe a good place to store some spices. Right underneath that is our hood with a light and fan. And then right here is the recessed cooktop with the glass cover. So if you need to use this for prep space, you certainly can. The other thing I like about it is when you fold it up and back, it doubles as a backsplash because this glass is a lot easier to clean than the wall board in the back. So there is your triple burner, the front one being high output, and underneath you have an oven in case you need to do some baking. Right down below that, look at this. The door drops right down. You have good storage down below, perfect for your pots and pans. Then right over here is the center island. This will be where the main prep happens. You have all this space right here, which is great. Over to this side, you'll notice you have electrical outlet there, so if you need to plug anything in, whether it's a blender, toaster, whatever it may be, you can certainly do that. You'll also see right up front, this is kind of cool, this has underlighting there as well. So again, you know, just that extra little aesthetic piece, that little flare that, you know, when people walk in, they're like, wow, that's really cool. Right here, high-rise faucet. This is a pull-out faucet as well. Very streamlined. It has a nice modern look to it. Pairs very well with the large stainless steel sink here. And it is a single bowl sink. The thing I like about single bowls is if you have residential pots and pans, you can actually fit them down in here. And with the sprayer, it is nice and easy to wash those off. Take a look underneath, and on this side here, you'll notice you have two full extension ball bearing drawers. So perfect for all of your silverware. Some of your larger utensils there as well. Excuse me. And then directly underneath this sink, you have a nice open storage space here, which is perfect for your trash can. That way you don't have to have your trash bag, you know, hanging around one of the knobs or something sticking out in the open. It's tucked away. You don't have to smell it all day. Right over here, this is probably one of the most unique thing about the 335 right here. You see you have, of course, the cubby holes up top, but more importantly, you have two refrigerators in here, folks. You want to talk about ultimate cold storage in an RV? Take a look at that. Huge storage here. Both of these run off propane and electric, and they both have automatic switchovers. So, you know, whether you're out boondocking or if you are, you know, plugged into shore power, either way, you will still be able to utilize all of that storage there. Coming over a little bit further, you see you kind of have this buffet table, or, you know, it kind of an extra prep area, if you will. It's also nice if you want to set up like a coffee station here, you can certainly do that. You'll notice you have the electrical outlet right over here. Right up top, you have additional storage. Open that up for you so you can take a look. And then right down below, you have a couple more drawers. Again, full extension ball bearing drawers there. And then below that, you have some additional storage yet. Last thing I want to show you here in the main living area is actually right over here. As soon as you walk in, you have this little area here. It does have a window to let in some natural light. Electrical outlet over there. Some additional storage right down here. Myself personally, I'd probably throw some flip-flops in here, but whatever you want to put down there, you certainly can. Right up here, you have a mirror so you can kind of, you know, see yourself. Maybe check out your hair or something. It's a little tall, but just nice extra aesthetic piece there too. But right over here is what I really want to show you. And folks, that is a central vac. So this is awesome. Generally, in order to get a central vac, you have to get into a really high-end fifth wheel. But again, this is a high-end travel trailer, and they want you to have some of those nicer amenities. A central vac certainly is one. Rather than having to bring your vacuum and finding a place to store it, there's a simple hose system you plug right into here, and it lets you clean up your living room with ease. The bathroom in the 335 has 2 entrances and exits. This one right here into the main living area, the other one into the master bedroom. If we take a look right in between, you see the foot flush lever toilet here, and as you will notice, you have plenty of legroom as well as shoulder room because of the way they positioned it. Right across the way, I really love when manufacturers do this, and that is put in a linen closet. You know, you have to have a place to put your towels, your hand towels, all your other bathroom goodies, and this right here certainly does it. Both of the doors have mirrors on them as well. Right here in the corner is your neo-angle shower. You'll notice the doors are in a roller track. This is probably my preferred type of neo-angle shower, especially with this door. And the reason is, when you're done showering, all the water on the door right here will roll down into the shower pan. Whereas if you have a swing door, you open that door up and it tends to drop all over the floor. Not going to be the case here. As far as height, I'll take a step in here for you. I'm 6 foot. As you can see, even all the way along the edge, I still clear the ceiling. But right underneath this skylight, I have a couple extra inches here. So even if you're 6'3", 6'4", you can still shower in here. You also have the hand wand just to make things a little bit easier in a tighter space. And then you have a shelf right there for your soap and shampoo. Mirrored medicine cabinet above the vanity, as you would expect, right down below. You see you have good countertop space here, so it gives you a spot to put your toothbrush holder. If you need to set a curling iron or hair dryer down, you can do that. Electrical outlet to plug those items in, and then underneath that you have additional storage. The amenities don't stop in the living area though. When we walk into the bedroom of the 335, take a look at this, folks. You have a slide-out king-size bed. If you're sick of elbowing each other in the middle of the night when you're camping, this will certainly alleviate those issues. A huge bed in here, which I love, especially being in a travel trailer. You also have a window there at the head of the bed for the natural light, LED lights underneath, and storage all across the top of the slide. If we take a quick look at the ceiling, you will see your vent fan up here. So if you don't want to run the ducted AC, you can open up some windows, open this up for cross ventilation. Or if you're going to stay somewhere where it's really hot, this is prepped for a second AC. So if you want that second AC installed, it certainly is doable here in the 335. Right here at the foot of the bed, if you take a look, you have a spot right here to mount the TV. So if you want to watch a show before bed, you can certainly do that. Storage here on either side. Couple LED reading lights, again, additional window there. And then underneath here, you have this nice dresser. We'll open these up. You can see these are very usable drawers. Good size right there. Then in the nose of the RV, take a look at this. Very reminiscent of what you have in a fifth wheel. This entire front section right here is all wardrobe. So I'm telling you folks, this RV here is built to spend a lot of time in. You can have a ton of clothes in here. You have the big shelf along the top, a bunch of room down below here as well. So you have a place to put like your laundry basket and things like that. And speaking of laundry, take a look right over on this side. You also have washer dryer prep. So if you want a washer dryer in your unit, you can have it installed in the 335. Now that we've seen the insides, take a look at some of the outside features on the Mallard M335. Right up front here, you have your two 20-pound propane tanks with a cover. Nice and easy to get in there. Just undo these 2 thumb screws, lift up the door, and you are in. Right behind that, you see rails here for your battery. And you'll also see right up here on the frame, you have solar prep. So if you want solar, all you have to do is buy the portable panels, plug it in, and it will trickle charge your battery. Right down underneath that, it's kind of tough to see there on camera, but that black piece right there is actually a fully enclosed and heated underbelly. So it does a couple things for you. One, it helps keep road grime out of there. And two, if you plan on camping in some of the colder seasons, it will help prevent your tanks from freezing. If we take a look back up top here, you will see the black diamond plating, which helps protect the front end from some of the rocks and debris that will get thrown up by your tow vehicle. And directly above that is our gorgeous front cap. You'll see you have LEDs laid in either side there, which help brighten it up at night. But beautiful front fiberglass cap helps add some insulation, easier to clean there as well, and it certainly looks great. Right over here to the side, we'll open up the pass-through. It does have a covered hinge there. It also is slam latch, and it's magnetic, so you can just put it up like that. You don't have to worry about any clips. When we take a look inside, you'll see that it is well lit. There's an LED light on the other side that I don't have turned on, but it will light up this entire pass-through. And then right here, folks, you have these 2 little doors. You can drop these down. those are actually the controls for your power stabilizer jack. So when you get to your campsite, you just drop that down, you go ahead and run your stabilizers down, that way your RV's not rocking. You can see right down here, there's those power stabilizer jacks right there. One of the controls will control the front two, the other control will control the rear two. Large power awning on here as well. Touch a button to have that roll out, same thing to have it go right back in. There's also LED light there, so you don't have to worry about hanging up lights, just flip a switch and you have light at night. As far as the wall itself, you do have the vacuum bonded walls there, 2 inches thick, folks. That's something you want to pay attention to as well when you're looking for a quality camper, especially if you like to camp, late into the fall, early in the spring where those temperatures might dip below freezing. You want to make sure you're getting maximum insulation values, and 2-inch thick walls here will certainly help with that. To get into the RV, you have the 3 foldable steps and then the grab handle here as well, so you have extra grip. You'll also see that the door has a window in there to let in some natural light during the day. Right over here are your 2 outside speakers. As I had mentioned inside, those are controlled by that multimedia center. However, that unit is Bluetooth capable, so you can sit right out here underneath the awning. And if you notice, you don't have any vents underneath the awning either, so it's all a good camp space. You can be on your cell phone and control your music there via Bluetooth. Right here you have outside electrical outlet, so if you need to plug anything in, that's going to be the place to do it. And if we take a look right underneath here, you can see the wheels, beautiful aluminum alloy wheels. Not only do those look great and shiny now, but they will continue to do so because aluminum doesn't rust. You also have nitrogen-filled tires, which should, in theory, hold that tire pressure for a longer period of time. And you have the wide track suspension on there. The wheels are further apart. It's essentially a widespread axle. The great thing about that is it helps towability. It helps reduce sway while you're going down the road. As we take a look at the back, you will notice right down here you have a propane quick connect. So if you like to cook outside, set your grill up right there, pop it into the propane quick connect. Now you're feeding off the 2 20-pound bottles up front instead of having to bring the little green ones. As we come around to the back, you'll see right here on the bumper is your spare tire with a cover. Folks, hopefully you never have to use this, but in the event that you do, it should be in good shape because you have the cover on here and it's super easy to get to. You don't have to crawl underneath your RV and try to drop the tire down or anything like that. Up above that rear picture window, you see your backup camera prep. If you need a backup camera, having the prep makes it a lot easier to install, meaning it'll save you money on labor. Then right over here on the off door side, you have the cable inlet. You'll also see your 50 amp detachable power cord. Because you have the Fireplace and the second AC prep, they have a 50 amp cord on there. Right up here, you will notice you have your outside shower with both hot and cold water access. Your city water inlet is right next to that. And then underneath that is your black tank flush, which makes flushing out your black tank a little bit easier. Rather than sticking a hose down the toilet, you simply hook the hose up right there. And then if we take a look at the slide here, this is actually underneath that big slide out king bed. But folks, take a look at the extra storage you get outside here. So, the pass-through isn't quite as big as a lot of the other Mallard models, but what you do gain is this great extra storage space here. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is a 2018 Mallard M335. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.